My name is Joe Smith. I'm a cost accountant, and I don't necessarily need you to comment on this, but I want you to think about it. Take it back to wherever you go and just think about it. Now, I believe that everyone should have free medical care, and here's how we're going to do it. We have a national sales tax, okay? Since everybody will not be paying the insurance companies, they can afford the increase in sales tax. Now, there are a lot of people who don't have insurance. They're not paying anything. But illegal aliens, immigrants are coming over here. They're going to the emergency rooms in the hospital, raising our rates. Okay, but they will pay a sales tax because they're going to be spending money. If everybody's paying into this thing, then we can all have free health care. Okay, point number 2. We have Ford, General Motors, Chrysler, all going out of business because we don't have consumers. Enough consumers to buy those products. But we're killing our consumers at 4,000 a day in abortion. This is not a religious thing, it's an economic thing. If we could go about it in that manner, maybe the Democrats would come on over to our side. It's an economic thing. We need consumers. Okay?
Good points. Let's start with the first on free medical health care and a sales tax to finance it. I'm not opposed to a sales tax. If we got rid of the income tax and had a sales tax, I'd vote for that. I don't want a sales tax in addition to the income tax, though. As far as having free health care financed by a sales tax, I believe that we as individuals, through our religion, Christianity for myself, have an obligation to our fellow man. I do believe that. I believe that we have an obligation to take care of those who are in need. I do that in my practice. I have a Lions Eye Clinic where I see people who can't afford. Now, the poorest of the poor already have something in our society. It's called Medicaid. I see them. But the next step up, those who are the working poor and have trouble and don't have insurance, they work for cash or whatever else, I see them and I charge them a reduced rate. I like that approach better than saying, let's have the government take over the whole thing and make it free. The problem with free is it seems to be free. When you go in, you don't pay anything, like in Canada or in England, but somebody pays. You do pay through taxes. And most of the societies that have free health care also have very high tax burdens. In Europe, they have a much higher tax burden, and in Canada, they have a much higher tax burden. And there are some trade-offs. If the government runs the health care and makes it free through taxation, we have the trade-offs that government is inept. At the federal level, they are not very good because they've gotten so big and they have... What makes business efficient is the profit motive. The invisible hand that Adam Smith talked about was profit. It's self-interest. Some people give it a black eye, but it is what drives efficiency. The reason why things are cheap... The reason why things are cheap is because people have to pay. The punishment of paying causes people to be wise consumers. If it's free and you go to the doctor and you don't have to pay anything, the tendency is to overutilize it. So people go too much when it's free. You need something that causes people to think about the cost, and that's how you have efficient distribution of goods. For example, I go back to Medicare and Medicaid. Doctors absolutely do not care what they charge. and patients absolutely do not care what the charge is. So I would say that I don't think doctors are committing fraud, but I don't think I know any doctors who are undercharging you if you have Medicare, or purposely undercharging you if you have Medicaid. The tendency is for them to document and do as much of an exam as they can and to put the highest charge down, because there's nothing to say not to do that. It's not fraud necessarily, it's waste, because everybody is charging the maximum amount because no one cares about the price. That's what happens when it's free. The other thing that happens when it's free is, in Canada, at any one point in time, 1 million people are waiting for health care. There's a little town in Canada that has a lottery going on right now. If you win the lottery, you might see your family doctor in 8 months. If you lose it, it could be 3 years, if you get a lower number in the lottery. Government just cannot distribute goods well. So even if you're a great humanitarian, I think you want to do its best. I want to do its best. To me, I don't think I can get the most health care to the most people through government. I think I can do it through the marketplace, and where the marketplace fails, or where you have a very sick, poor person, let's try to take care of that person through charities, through doctors, and through other ways, because it's always a minority. It's like the prescription drug plan for 65 and older. They would tell you these horror stories of someone who pays $4,000 a month for medicine, and you're like, nobody can do that. No regular person can do that. But that's the exception. Let's look at the average senior citizen who can. Why give them all free drugs? Why wouldn't we try to figure out a program where we can take care of the poorest of the poor in either Louisville or at the state level, but not at the federal level? Let's work it all the way down to the lowest level.